also one left down in 18th, and a very short list after that. 19th is going to be Todd, Aline, Chad, Grant, Daniel, Daniel Hindra. Yeah. Hindra, Bladen, Edwards, Kenny Zeems, Gabriel Ellison, and Peyton Howe, who, again, won his heat race, was super fast, and just out of this race, 73 laps down, well sooner than he wanted to be for sure. That'll be your race results. Wesley, I think it's time to step away, get ready for the Clan War server post-race show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coming up on LSR TV and the CRN Sports Network is the Clan War servers post-race wrap-up, an official recap of everything. Top 3 interviews with the podium finishers and all of our in-race reporters. Charles and myself give a final analysis as we get ready to put Dover in the rearview mirror and prepare for Talladega. This is NASRA. Quick word from NASRA, and we'll be back in just a moment on LSR TV and the CRN Sports Network. It's now time for the Clan Wars servers post-race wrap-up for the NASRA Outlaw Super Late Model Series. When it's all said and done, Garrett Baines, 2 in a row, North Wilkesboro, and here tonight at Dover, a caution-filled race. But let's talk to the driver, the number 1 entry for Sadler Esports Midfield Foods out of Powhatan, Virginia. Garrett, you survive craziness at Miles the Munsters Dover.
Yeah, dude, this is 2 weeks in a row that I feel like I've completely, just botched the pitch strategy. I don't really know what I could have done different tonight other than just go with my gut, but it was a lose-lose. The strategy that needed to be on was the riskier one, and I just didn't feel like doing that from the lead, but it ended up being the way. So in the end, it was kind of hard to make that call ahead of time, but it all worked out. We ended up coming through the field 3 times there, but definitely made it exciting, and I'm waiting to watch that replay with 7 to go. That was insane.
A crazy race, if you will, but when it's all said and done, you put it in victory lane. And I told Charles this when we were calling the race. A totally different outcome from North Wilkesboro compared to tonight at Dover. You had to fight for this one on several different occasions. Big props to you in the number 1 entry.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I almost pulled the same strategy as I did at North Wilkesboro, because last week I had to come through at the end of the race 2 times, but I had fresh tires. This time I was kind of afraid we'd go green, which we did, and so I came down and got tires second time around, which literally buried me, and I was stuck behind the carnage. But we got a hole, and we had fresh tires over most of the field, so it came down to really the people that had been running up front were all on the same strategy with me, and it worked out, and definitely made for some interesting moments. Got saved by a yellow there with 15 to go, but definitely a good night.
So we go from a 5/8 mile like North Wilkesboro, a mile track here tonight at Concrete Dover. Next week we then go to the 2.666 mile Talladega for triple 20s. How do you adapt for these races coming up next week?
Next week's going to be a gamble. I feel like I know how to get around Talladega and, the racecraft and where to put your car and how to make crossovers, but these cars are extremely touchy. We did a practice race in this series about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they do not like to be pushed. So it's going to be a lot of strategy and just getting comfortable with the people you're around, because you're going to be holding on if you got the wrong person behind you. So it'll just be interesting to see. I think with it being triple 20s next week will be definitely more fun in the sense of your race isn't over after the first crash, but I definitely think there's going to be a few of them. I'm hoping it's not going to be caution fest. I think people may take it easy knowing that you actually have to, versus being able to shove them and just making a mistake. But I think it'll be interesting. It's going to be a toss-up, and it should be a fun race. So I think it'll be extremely close finishes.
Survive craziness at Miles the Monsters Dover.
Yeah, dude, this is 2 weeks in a row that I feel like I've completely just botched the pitch strategy. I don't really know what I could have done different tonight other than just go with my gut, but it was a lose-lose. The strategy that needed to be on was the riskier one, and I just didn't feel like doing that from the lead, but it ended up being the way. So in the end, it was kind of hard to make that call ahead of time, but it all worked out.
And for sure, off to Talladega. Good job there for Garrett Maines when it's all said and done. What a performance. Second place now to the man out of Clinton, Maine, Mr. Matt Lee. Matthew, a scenario just like last week at Wilkesboro, just a different outcome. Second place, a crazy race here at Dover tonight.
Yeah, it was crazy for sure. I was really sitting in a good spot there. And after that green flag run, I really didn't want to see that caution. I think I probably had to win there if it stayed green, but caution come out, and Garrett got it.
A caution-filled race for sure. What's your take of everything that's happened here at Dover tonight?
Yeah, just definitely frustrating when the racing is good as it is up front, and we can really do a lot of good side-by-side battling and just have some awesome racing, and you don't get a chance to showcase that.
Well, we'll let you go. It sounds like you're a little bit frustrated, so I'll let you thank your sponsors, and we'll see you next week at Talladega.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout-out to Swag eSports and GTR Simulators.
All right, you can definitely hear the frustration, dejection in his voice. The driver will come back and race again next week at Talladega. Again, right now, at least he'll be runner-up in the points and runner-up for 2 races in a row out of Clinton, Maine. That's the driver, of course, in the 04 of Matt Lee for Swag eSports. By the way, stick around for a big announcement involving Swag eSports for CRN and LSR TV in the forthcoming days. Finally, third place, Pete Polini making his debut with the NASRA Outlaw Super Late Model Series here tonight at Dover. Pete Polini out of Marquette, Indiana, and the IMCAR team entry. What a run for you in the 51 car. Talk about your success here on the podium at Dover.
First of all, Marquette, Michigan, actually, we're up in the UP, so we're representing the northern guys today.
Okay.
Right on. Had a good time today. Had definitely a few pucker moments along the way here, starting a little further back in the field than I would have liked to, but able to make it through some of the carnage and get up here and do some good racing with these guys when we were able to. I think Matt said there, I think we would have put on a heck of a show had we been able to run a little bit longer, because there was some great racing going on up there.
Definitely a lot of craziness. A caution-filled race. How do you adapt from all the crazy yellow flag restarts and trying to keep going and have a salvage finish here? And that last restart, everybody was bunched up for green.
Yeah, it was a little intense there. I was getting pushed. I know I was probably pushing Garrett, and Matt it was just a little crazy, but I know everybody's pushing for that win. It was go time, so we were all trying to take any advantage we could get. And luckily, I was able to hang on and get up here and do some racing with these guys and pull out a top 3. So good showing for the boys today, I think.
All right, man. Well, Talladega's going to be next week. That's going to be a wild triple 20s. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm looking forward to it. I was able to race with them guys when they did it a couple weeks ago there, and it was a blast. The competition is going to be tight. It's very tough to pass, so having a partner to work with and taking your time is going to be key, no doubt.
All right, third place finished there. Thank your sponsors. We appreciate you running with us.
Absolutely. I don't have quite the list like Garrett got up there, but I definitely got to thank IMCAR, Martin Sports Apparel, Race Hub, and I got to give a shout out to Todd Lane for putting this team together and giving us great stuff to race. And Reiko Setups has been helping us out a little bit here and there too, so those guys have been great.
and who let the dogs out there. And by the way, is it your teammate Aline? Aline, right? Todd Aline.
Todd Aline, yep.
Todd Aline, and is he from Petoskey, Michigan?
Petoskey, yeah. He's a little bit south of where I'm at here. He's probably about 4 hours or so driving south from where I live. But we are planning on getting together. I think we're going to go to Onaway Speedway Labor Day weekend and hang out and go check out some racing.
There you go. All right, man. We'll see you at Talladega next week, virtually.
Looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll get to chat with you guys again. Once again, thank you guys for doing the stream and Derek for having this league. This is an excellent setup. You guys do a great job.
Thank you so much. By the way, that's Pete Pelini. He'll finish in third for the IM Car team. And finally, second place again to Matt Lee. And the winner, 2 weeks in a row, Garrett Maines. Let's check in real quickly with our in-race reporters for NASRA real quickly. Canada's Derek Fulton. Derek, your thoughts on the race here tonight?
Yeah, that was crazy. I think those guys said it best. Like we were all set up to have a crazy run there. I was having a lot of fun there running with Ray. I don't know if Ray rolled out a little bit for me there on the last lap, but I don't see him in the top 5.
No, I did not, mister. Let me tell you. We were all going for it in the last lap.
Wait your turn, Ray. Wait your turn.
Ray, I don't know what happened there. Like I didn't know if that's what you did because I was feeling a little bad. I was like, come on, man. You pay for your spot too. Don't just let me go by. But no, I guess the newer tires, man, Garrett and Matthew both got up there. And as soon as they got to me, even only with 10-lap newer tires, I could barely even, slow them down at all. So just kind of watch them go by as they rocketed by me tonight. But that happens. Our strategy didn't quite work out the way I was hoping for, but that's the gamble you take, right?
But you do finish fourth in the race, so good run to you.
Yeah, exactly. Get some points back because last week had that mishap when I went a lap down. So this definitely is going to rebound a little bit. So
all right, we'll see you. We'll see you at Talladega next week. One of our 3 in-race reporters here from Center, Ontario, Canada, Derek Fulton. Now let's go up to West Virginia now. And the second highest finisher of our in-race reporters, 14th for Will Duvall in the B32. Will, what a comeback for you. A good way to represent your debut for NASRA. Highs, lows for the Mannington, West Virginia native. What's your take of tonight?
Had a blast. Can't wait to go to Talladega. It was a lot of fun, and definitely going to keep racing with them. Just got caught up in a little bit of a mess there, but still had a blast.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely 1 minute highs, 1 minute lows. Get involved in accidents, things not if you're doing. The car's tight, the car is loose, but you definitely salvage with a good finish of at least getting a top 15 out of the deal.
Yeah, for sure. It was awesome. I was really hoping and praying for a top 5 once I knew that I could drive the car well enough to get up there, since I was up there once already. So I was just praying I could get back up there, but didn't quite manage to pull it off tonight. And sat back here in 14th, but we'll give it another shot next week.
On to Talladega. And finally, our third in-race reporter finishing last amongst everybody, a 17th finish place. But he was right in the dogfight of things with Derek Fulton. You heard him cut in. Ray, all right, buddy, it's your time. What's your take of Dover tonight? And we appreciate you running with us from up in Mohawk, New York.
Yeah, I was going to kind of skip out on this, to be honest with you, but I'll say my piece. Here's the deal. I was going for 5th. It was a good hard racing at the end. Dover itself was a lot of fun, but Reed Tucker, even the 99 there, apologized because I watched that replay a dozen times so far. I gave him the bottom. I never even moved below the line, and he just come right up and dumped me. And it was hard racing. I understand you're going for a top. He took 5th, and it's just disappointing and disheartening that I had a chance to get the top 5 in the first race, and we got spun and busted on the last lap by somebody that was a little too over-aggressive. I'm not going to badmouth Reed because he did a good job all night long. Again, I wouldn't dump anybody, and it seems like he should have backed off, and he didn't. So disheartening for 17th place. I still had a lot of fun with these guys. I appreciate Derek for inviting me, and all around appreciate you guys with the broadcast, of course, like everybody. And I got to say right now, Bruzy Racewear USA, check them out right now at BruzyRacewearUSA.com. Your wear your way, and a lot of good stuff on there, and a lot of comfortable stuff too. So kart racing, sim racing, that's where it's at. So guys, I appreciate the opportunity to say that, and I appreciate everything, and just had a lot of fun tonight all the way up to that half from last lap.
Oh, definitely, man. We look forward to seeing you. What do you think we're going to see at Talladega next Wednesday night with super late models and triple 20s?
I've never done that, by the way, the super late models on Talladega, so I've already talked to Derek. I think I'm going to join these guys next week. We'll see what happens. Anything's possible. And I'm very interested. I mean, in real-world racing, these cars not necessarily safe enough for speeds like that or a track that big, but I'll tell you what, to do it in the virtual world, I wouldn't miss the chance. I'm going to try.